Get the black experience.
This is my roots.
The total black experience.
Yeah. I need to move this shit all good where I'm at. I need to talk to the mic.
Yeah, you need to talk to the mic. Yeah. Total black experience.
The black experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Need a mic check. Can you hear me, Murph?
Yep. Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Said we doing old school. All right, I gotta hear that some old school. Old school, right?
You legend, right? Legend.
Man, I don't know about a legend. I'm a legend in my own mind, I guess.
Okay. We gonna talk about it. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. We gonna get into it. Yeah. 748 podcast on the Urban City Podcasting Network. It's Gerold Girbeau, Bottlepopper, DJ Murph Too Cold. Of course, we got special guests in the building. Richie Mac.
Mac is in the building.
You got Mississippi roots. Mississippi roots. By the way of LA, by the way of Chicago. Worldwide. Now you living overseas and shit, all that cool stuff. Can we get into it?
We can get right into it.
Okay. Now listen, man, before we get into it, listen, we want y'all to go like, click, and subscribe and hit that notification button right here on Urban City Podcast Network on YouTube, man. You can always get at us, follow us. We got crazy content. Yeah. And we got one of the greatest celebrities to ever do it in here. And he's low key with it, and nobody don't know.
Yeah, he's trying to be humble about it.
He's trying to be very humble.
That's the best way to be, though.
Yeah, he's trying to be humble, and he don't know that we know that he was raised in the industry by a Robert Townsend.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, one of your mentors. Yes, okay, so can we get into it? Let's start right there, man. How did you get from Mississippi roots, raised in Chicago, out to LA?
Well, it started with my mother, rest in peace, man. My mom was born in Wesson, Brookhaven area, where she used to eat the mud pies. She showed me. Everything was as small as a one horse town type of situation. And of course, you know, back then it wasn't cool for our people. We didn't get it the best way. So a lot of people down here migrated to Chicago. Yeah, which is where my family, both of my parents were born in Mississippi. Okay, and so you know, y'all say Mississippi. I say Mississippi because I ain't from here. Like I'm supposed to say Mississippi.
No, you're not.
Mississippi. You know what I'm saying?
The sip. You know what I mean? Well, we try to say Mississippi.
Oh, so, I hear y'all say Mississippi. I feel like
we take them other two S's out.
I hate it.
I don't like that. I don't like it. No.
You don't like what is it? Mississippi?
I say Mississippi.
Oh, I say Mississippi. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've been telling me that Mississippi. I've been hearing Mississippi.
It's culture in the state of Mississippi to say Mississippi. Okay. But I've just come from a family where we always enunciate everything.
Okay. You know how far out in the country.
Yeah.
Right. How rural you can get.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So I left. My mom left here, came to Chicago. Met my dad. They were both from Mississippi, but they didn't know. I just found out that my dad, who I thought was my dad, was not my dad.
Right.
But my biological is from Mississippi.
Okay.
Too.
Okay.
But see, I said Mississippi. See,
it's
already sinking in.
Yeah.
And then I was born, and then my mom and my dad, who I thought was my dad, they got into it. I don't know what it could have been. I don't know what it was about. But my mother's a domestic. She cleaned floors. She cleaned houses. She worked for a Jewish family. And they brought her. They brought her with. They brought me. I came with her, and then my brother came later on. Moved to L.A. Grew up in Inglewood. Then it turned into Hawthorne.
Yeah,
and that's
very familiar with Hawthorne.
That's where I learned my street type of vibe. But then I was raised in a Jewish family where I was taught to keep kosher, speak Hebrew. Like I really was like.
So you really know how to speak Hebrew right now?
That's a prayer. I used to do that every so I learned. So it gave me the balance of being I'm comfortable in the streets, and then I'm comfortable in the boardroom because I've been around it all my life.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Right.
so I don't, he was telling me, man, you can't stay in Jackson. It's too dangerous. I'm like, yeah, I grew up on Christian Imperial, man. I ain't scared of nothing. I'm good, you know. What I mean? As long as I got God, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so,
indeed.
yeah.
Because so traditionally speaking, coming from Mississippi, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be raised Southern Baptist. What was that like coming up in a Jewish family? Like, what's the significance? Yeah.
No, I was actually loved. I was the black kid that could dance. So I was always, I was the Sammy Davis Jr.
Right, I was just gonna refer to that. Sammy Davis,
But it's crazy because I was born Catholic.
Okay.
And then I was raised in a Baptist Church of God in Christ family with Dave and his mom. That's where I got most of my church upbringing.
Okay.
My brother's a Seventh-day Adventist, and then I grew up in a Jewish family, and I almost married a Muslim woman. So I just have the whole scope of. That's why I'm not religious. I'm more spiritual.
Spiritual,
Okay. Yeah.
Religion makes people not like each other because
Yeah.
I'm more in the spiritual, man. My blessings come from God.
Yes.
It's not an accident. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So, earlier we mentioned that you got lessons from people like a Robert Townsend. You've been in movies like I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, things like that. How did all of that happen?
Hollywood Shuffle was my first movie. I was
Stop
in high
it.
school. Yeah, I
What
was
were
the Killer
you?
Pimps. I was the Killer Pimps.
Really?
Yeah, and I was the I ain't even got no weapon and what else I did?
You know I gotta go watch it again.
Oh, you got to watch
Yeah.
it again. You see, I was about 40 years younger and 40 pounds lighter back then.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. That was my first. It was a lady named Tony Livingston. She discovered me and Cuba Gooding Jr. We went to high school together.
Okay.
So I came out first, and they was calling Cuba the next Richard McGregor. And I was like, nah, I went the other way around. Cuba blew up. Man, I pray for my boy, man. He's a good person, man. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah. Sure.
So she said, you're going to do this movie with Robert Townsend. He just did this movie called Soldier Story.
I remember Soldier Story.
And I was like, okay. So
Because we joke about that all the time.
Denzel, all of
Get
them.
your hands off me!
I hear it way too much.
We do this all the time.
Get
man.
your hands on me. Yep. Adolph Caesar. Yep. So I saw that movie and Hollywood Shuffle. A lot of people don't know, man. That gave birth to the new black comedy.
Right.
Yes, it did.
Hollywood Shuffle came in Living Color. From In Living Color came Jamie Foxx,
Right.
Damon Wayans,
Yeah.
Sean Marlon Wayans, Jim Carrey, Jennifer Lopez.
Definitely.
It just kind of like birthed.
Because Robert Townsend actually, and correct me if I'm wrong, he had like the first sketch series on HBO, right? Black.
Yeah, you talking about Partners in Crime?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, and that's what everything came from. Comic View, everything came from.
Yeah.
that. And it was funny. But that was saying about Hollywood Shuffle is that it wasn't really a script. He just kind of let us freestyle. Like we would set
Really?
up the scene. They had kind of a script, but I never saw a script. We just would rehearse. So what we did, we would guerrilla shoot everywhere because he had no money. He was doing everything with his credit card. So we would rehearse at a little rehearsal hall. And then we wake up Sunday morning, 6, 7 in the morning, and go shoot at all these places before everybody woke up. And we just had a lot of fun, man. It was a lot. I learned a lot from all those dudes: Roy Fagan, Bobby McGee, Bob Martis, John Witherspoon. Everybody, came from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what are some of the other things that we might be familiar with that you've been in?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Gerold Girbeau. You want podcast? You got it. All you got to do is go to YouTube and download our podcast station, Urban City Podcasting, to check out the 748 podcast, the one-way show, the trap check-in, and of course, the freestyle show that everybody loves. Bars or none. That's right, man. Urban City Podcast Network on YouTube right now. Like, click, and subscribe to our channel. Check it out.
I was in House Party, the first one, the good one.
The good one.
The good one,
House Party.
yeah.
But the main way I made my living was television commercials. So I
Okay.
did probably 50 or 60 national television commercials, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Sprite.
So what gets you
IBM.
more money, the commercials or the movies?
At the time, commercials. It was
Okay.
good. I do commercials. If I knock down 5 commercials a year, I could be straight. I wouldn't have to work. You know what I mean? I was instead of waiting tables, I was a club promoter. So I was one of the biggest club promoters in LA. So that was that did not suck.
Were you at Paradise 24?
Yeah. Philippe, I did an episode of him on Zoom to Thailand.
I watched it.
Yeah, okay.
I was just a little young for that, but I was right at the age, when I was 20 trying to get into the clubs and stuff. But those was the OGs, the Icon Entertainment. But then me and my group, General Lee, Derek Pipkin, Bentley Evans, who creator of the Jamie Foxx show, we was together. We was called Unity Entertainment, and from that, we was the next level. So they was Coca-Cola, but we was Pepsi. So we started doing our thing. Yeah, we had a spot.
So give us one of the McDonald's commercials you was in. Was you in the Calvin commercials?
You know what's crazy? I did more commercials than Calvin, but nobody. I literally
That's
did.
like
10.
a Popeyes commercial.
Yeah, the Popeyes commercial.
Yeah, Popeyes. Yeah. McDonald's. I did like 10 of them. Like one of them, we're going for directions. You go left, right, left, right.
Okay,
left.
okay.
I did the. They did so many. They started putting fake hair. We did. We did the burgers deal. Yeah, to make me look different. They're like, hey, how many times we gonna use you?
Yeah,
and not be under contract. That was their way of not putting me under contract. But I didn't care. I just wanted to work. So
right.
I was happy. Yeah.
Right.
I hear you direct a little bit, and right.
A little something.
Okay. What you been working on?
Yeah.
My channel, my YouTube channel, it's called Zoom To Thailand.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what I mean? So
make sure we watched a couple of those.
Did you really? Okay, cool. I heard the sisters is mad at me, man.
I didn't know what to expect when you came, so
give me the business. What, am I a bad guy because I'm in Thailand enjoying my life?
No.
Okay.
It's just something to watch.
Okay, because my cousin. It's definitely something to watch. Tune in, y'all. Yeah. But my cousin, like, you can't come to Chicago. They mad at you. I'm like,
no. It's just all on how you take it.
So what do you have to say to the women who feel like that you are like you have like the Kevin Samuel effect, or so to speak, like that?
Well, Willie, when my thing first went viral, when it hit World Star and all of that stuff, Willie D, he said he does not bash black women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I don't bash black women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I say that I refer to the Matrix talking about the U.S. because I don't like to say the United States because I was born here. You know what I mean? I don't say so. I just call it the Matrix. But it's not about bashing black women, man. It's the software, and it's not just black women. It's just women in general. They just got a whole different software than what I'm dealing with in Thailand, and what I'm saying. It's just more traditional role. I like tradition. I like to protect, provide. I like for a woman to cook for me, take care of me, like, kind of like how y'all do in the South. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what I watched Day's mother do. She was a Southern woman from Mississippi, married to her husband, thick and thin, and always, like, there was always dinner on the table. There was like a family structure that I just grew to love. So it's like, you're not going to really get that here. At least it's maybe in the South, but where I'm from, it's very materialistic.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's very, what have you done for me lately? And then they don't do shit. So it was just, I don't know why I'm hearing things like about sisters, because I never said nothing about sisters.
No, I didn't hear anything directly.
So why do you think that they take that as a personal, a personal attack or a hit?
Because they got to step their game up and they don't want to. Not just sisters, all of y'all. Y'all got to step y'all game up, man. It's like the culture. Black men, we go through enough just trying to survive, man. Then we got to come home and fight with y'all, and then y'all calling the police on this. It's all. We all know the story. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's all their fault, because I believe it stemmed from the 70s. Because back in the 70s, brothers could get away with anything. Get a woman pregnant, you don't got to worry about it. Tell them any kind of lie, they would believe it. And then the offspring of those kids is what came up through like the crack epidemic and all of that stuff. It was just a breakdown of the black family structure. So it's not really their fault.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it ain't our fault either. Because now black men are now stepping up more than ever as fathers. Back then in the 70s, they was just out of there. You know what I mean?
The whole conquer and divide.
Yeah.
That's all that was, man.
So
So when you went over to Thailand, did you have to learn the language? Was it hard to learn the language?
It's extremely hard, man. It's because the same word can mean something different. Oh. So if you say suai, that means you're beautiful. But if I go suai, that means you're not beautiful. It's the same word, but if you don't sing that shit, you know what I mean?
It's all about the inflection.
Yeah, it's the inflection. Then you got different words that sound alike, that are a little bit different. You know what I mean? But the culture is just really cool, man. I enjoy the culture.
Was it a shock when you got over there? Was it Because I know the way you made it over there was during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
You got stuck.
Well, I was there before, and then the pandemic hit.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, this is going to be like Ebola. That shit will be over in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Stay a little bit longer. Stay a month longer. I ended up staying 2 years longer. So, you know what I mean? And then I was just, man, I would thank God every day. I'd be on my little motorbike. Because that's what they ride, not motorcycles, but little mopeds.
Mopeds,
And that's what me and Dave would always, he had a moped. Mopeds was our thing. So I'm sitting there on a moped in beautiful weather with $10 massages for 1 hour.
Okay.
Wow.
While I'm watching
$5 haircut.
$5 haircut.
Yeah.
While I'm watching people out
You
here
get your
arguing
happy
over
ending?
toilet paper. What you say?
You get your happy ending?
Hey, you know. Put it like this: I was very, and I'm still happy. In
Right.
Yeah.
Now, do you eat the street food like?
Absolutely.
Okay,
they fried chicken. They can hang with us. The only difference with the fried chicken there and here, they don't season it the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the way it fried, the way it crunched, they
Crispy,
get down.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they get
it's
down
crispy.
with that.
The
Cool.
crisp
Yeah.
is. Do you eat balut?
No, balut, that's Filipino.
Okay.
That's-
Well, I thought
that's-
that they had it maybe in Thailand too.
I don't
'cause
know, but
it's
balut-
all street food.
You see what he asked
you
me?
know what
Like
I'm saying?
balut is like the blood. It's like blood with
It's like a half-ass boiled chicken. egg,
yeah, I don't
and
get
it's-
down. Yeah.
You eat the head and all.
He's still
and-
black.
Yeah.
Is
I
what?
said he's still black. I don't think he's
You know,
that
there's some
far.
people that eat it though. Okay. Yeah.
I do too. I do too.
You did.
Cold.
Yeah, I had watched the Thailand versus the Filipino because you stayed in both.
Yeah.
Where did you? So you stay in Thailand now? Did
Yeah.
you just did a stint in Filipino and
Well, what happened-
moved, or was it? Can you go both?
Yeah. Well, what happened was when I first came to Thailand in July of 2019, I just loved it. You know what I mean? I was like, man, because I got an Airbnb in LA.
Okay.
My Airbnb been holding me up for like 5 years. You know, no, more than that, like 2015.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm finna take my show overseas. I'm like, I'm gonna get me an Airbnb out here so I can live out here half the year and then be back in the States half the year. And then I went to the Philippines. I was like, okay, now I got to figure which way I'm gonna go. So I did it. So then I went back in October 2019 looking for properties. That's when I met my girl Elle, and I just, went through the Philippines, went through there, and then I came back in February to like look for something to actually buy.
Right.
And then the pandemic hit. Because I still wasn't finished. I was going to go to Vietnam. I'm like, because Southeast Asia, it's like, there's so many different places that's close by, and plane flights are cheap. So if you go from Philippines to Thailand, that's a 3.5 hour flight. It might cost you, $120 each way or $75 each way. So you can move around very easy. So, so that's what I did.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I like to know, like, what was it like on the set of working with, like people on I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, like Keenan Ivory Way and Jim Brown was in the movies, and dang, that's like legacy stuff.
It really is.
And you were a part of that.
Well, I didn't do a lot in that one. Like Carl Craig, rest in peace. He's the producer. He hooked me up with a role on there, but it wasn't really much. But the funny thing happened. Y'all remember the dog chasing with the Dobermans was chasing the people with the TV?
Yeah.
This is some behind the scenes shit. Like it's like the so what happened was, we all on the set. It's a lot of people there. So the dog trainer's like, man, don't y'all touch my dogs. Don't nothing with the dogs. He was like, he was the real dog whisperer. He was just banging on us, like, nobody go near my dogs. You know what I mean? He had these little Dobermans. I mean, there's like 5 of them, whatever. But he, I don't know what he did to make the dogs mad, but whatever it was, by the time we got done, the dog had bit him up and tore him up, and we was just laughing. You see, God don't like ugly. So it was funny, but it was cool. Like Jim Brown is an idol of mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just working around those people. But Keenan and Robert are like, I wish they would like come back together and do something again because they had a chemistry. Because Rob's kind of on the corny side and Keenan's kind of on the slapstick side. But when they come together.
It's magic. It's magic. Yeah.
So tell us more about Zoom to Thailand.
Zoom to Thailand.
Let's get in it.
Yeah, let's get in it. Let's get in it.
Yeah.
Zoom. I like to get in it.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Cause I was telling Dave, he was like, you know what that is, right? He was like, Passport Bros. They're like, yeah, Bang Bros.
Bang Bros. Damn. I've seen a couple episodes of Bang Bros.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. But
Okay, let's talk about Zoom to Thailand.
And that's the thing too. People talk about passport bros, and that's the thing. But I've been traveling, that's why I call myself the travel OG. If you've been over 20 countries, you're an OG.
Yeah.
Just like in LA, if you put in work for a certain amount of years, you're an OG
for
or
sure.
a double OG or a triple OG. So it's like, shout out to Johnny D. That's my triple OG.
All right,
back
word,
home.
word.
But it was like Zoom to Thailand is just I figured because everybody got a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Everybody got a YouTube channel.
for
Yeah.
sure.
So I was like, okay, and I learned all this from Robert Townsend. I got it because everything's been done, but you got to be able to put your own spin on it. So I was like, okay, everybody got a YouTube channel. I'm in Thailand, and they stuck in the U.S. It's like I'm on Mars looking at Earth. Like y'all ain't get to see that. So I was like, there's my angle. So you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have my little celebrity friends on try and weigh that out. And then come to find out the celebrity thing didn't really make a difference. It's like more about the lifestyle in Thailand, what people really wanted to see.
Yeah.
So I kind of figured that out as I went. And then it just kind of blew up, you know what I mean? And it all happened on accident. I wasn't planning on, I tell people I'm Gilligan, you know what I mean? I wasn't planning on living in Thailand.
Right.
It happened, and I'm like, wow, now look at me, you know what I mean? I'll never live in the U.S. again, bro.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Visit but not live.
I'll visit because I got to see family, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like I miss, mom's passed away, Dave's mom, and it's like, she was like my mom, and I didn't get to come to the funeral. Excuse me, I didn't get to come to the funeral, so I'm like, I'm not gonna miss Pop. So I'm like, I did the conference, the Black Manosphere Conclave in Atlanta, this past weekend, and I said, ain't no way I'm gonna be in the South and not come to Mississippi. I was like, I gotta come. So, then I'm going to Chicago, see my family, and then I'm back in Cali dealing with the Airbnb, trying to figure what I'm gonna do. They changing the rules on me, so so now I gotta kind of weigh that out, what my options are. So that's what. But Zoom to Thailand, it's just been a blessing, man. It's like the biggest blessing is that I've influenced a lot of brothers, a lot of people in general, but a lot of people that understand you don't have to settle for the stuff you've been settling for, man, because it's so much more, man. I don't experience no racism. The police don't look you in the eye. The cost of living is cheaper than Mississippi, and we're in Thailand. It's like it's like there's so many pros to it that I don't. And in America, it's like all this stuff is just going crazy. Like everything is crazy. Like they letting like 8-year-olds decide what sex they want to be.
Right.
And that, to me, that was it for me. When they danced on Kevin Samuel's grave, and when I seen that, I was like, okay, it's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
What do you say to people that have an opinion about black men dating outside the race, particularly more so the women?
This is how I feel.
Stay face me. What the hell?
This is how I feel about it. Because I've done it all my life. It ain't some new password bro stuff. I've always been exposed to other races.
Right.
So it's like, my first love is black women. I'm black first.
Yeah.
But just because I'm black don't mean I'm eat soul food every day.
Yeah.
I'm eat Italian food. I'm eat Chinese food. I'm a move around and see what works for me, because at the end of the day, it's about the human being. But it's a comfort you have with your own though. No, I can't front. We just understand when Maze and Frankie Beverly come on. We understand when Al Green come on. It's words that don't have to be spoken. So it's that thing. You know what I mean? And then sisters got a different kind of rhythm than a lot of the other ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. They got a different kind of little move. But I just think you should go where you're happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
And go where it makes you happy.
yeah, and why not? You know what I mean? Because it's like that's what we're here for. That's why there's menus at restaurants. Everybody likes something different.
There you go.
So tell me this: since you're Zoom to Thailand, you have the show. Are you gonna have a segment where you zoom to Mississippi?
You know what's funny? This might be part. I got Josh over there filming for me. I'm gonna have to put this in there and play. That's another thing too. I love helping people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, of course, I would have to put something in here. And
So
pump
he
y'all up
zoomed to
for me.
Mississippi. Y'all.
Hey, zoom to Mississippi
Already,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's all love. Yeah,
That's what's up.
But I'm going to Africa. I plan on going to Africa
that's gonna
next
be nice.
year. I was gonna go this year, but pandemic threw everybody off. So
What part?
all around.
Okay.
I would like to, but they got a direct flight from Thailand to Ethiopia.
Okay.
So I wanted to go to Egypt first. Obviously, it's at the top, but I'm hit all of the horn. Then I did the African ancestry. So Gabon is my strongest African roots.
Sure.
So it's like, but it's all a bunch of stuff going on in Gabon now. So I'm definitely gonna hit Ethiopia, South Africa. and then I'm gonna come up by the Gabon area, Benin and Togo, Cameroon, Ghana, you know, all these places. Then Cape Verde, and then then go to where the slave masters come from? Where they go?
Kenya?
No. I'm saying they from Portugal.
Portugal.
Then I'm gonna go to Portugal and do to them what they did to our ladies. I'm gonna do that same thing. Y'all got it coming right back, you dig?
Hey,
What's my
man.
name? What's my name?
Beat it up. Mr. D. Seeley.
Yes,
Just
sir.
like that.
You gonna get your dual citizenship, though? You gonna get your dual citizenship?
I have a retirement visa. I haven't really thought about a dual citizenship.
Because you know Ghana asking everybody to come
Yeah,
on.
they want everybody over
See, but y'all, man, I don't want to talk bad about Africa, but you know, like I heard Nigeria, they stick you at the airport, like, you know, they get you coming in, get you coming out. It's a hustle, and you would think you want our people to come back home and spend our money and our resources, but you know, I've heard. Now I don't know, I haven't been yet, so I hope that's not the experience I have. But but you know, I've heard some unpleasant stories about coming home and getting kind of, you know. Your pockets patted a little bit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Now, you did say you was a travel OG.
OG.
Now, I know you settled in Thailand.
Yes, sir.
But is that the best place that you visit, or
it depends on what you like. It depends on what you like.
Top 3 for you.
Top 3 for me, Brazil off top.
Yeah.
Brazil, because if you're looking for the aesthetics, it's Brazil. You know what I mean? Brazil ain't nothing. Because you got the best of both worlds. Because they got more Africans in Brazil than they do anywhere else. Okay. More than the States. Because they went to Brazil first. Well, they went to Haiti first. But but it's a mixture. It's a beautiful. Because anytime you mix black with anything, like Shamar Moore is one of my, you know, a good friend of mine. But anytime you mix black, like Shamar daddy looked like Famous Amos. Remember the cookie?
Yeah, I know.
And his mama looked like Dolly Madison. But then you get Shamar Moore. Same thing with Halle Berry. It's like anything you mix with black comes out beautiful. So Brazilians have this beautiful look.
Yes, they do.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy out there. Yeah. So I say Brazil, but Thailand overall beats everything because of the safety, the peace of mind, the cost of living, the infrastructure. You know, the internet's just as good here than it is good in Thailand as it is in the States. But you go to Africa, certain things get shut down, the water get turned off for a couple hours, the electricity. I'm not saying everywhere I haven't been, but I'm talking about just for the comfort of being as closest to home. It's cool. You could get drunk in the middle of the night, 4 a.m., go to the ATM, pull out $1,000, and nobody's gonna bother you, like literally.
Yeah,
so that's the piece.
Said you was doing karaoke, dropped your wallet, and they helped you pick the money up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You did. I was in the Philippines. Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
They didn't take it.
It seemed fake. It really seemed fake, but it take you once you get in like a couple days, then you be like, this is really, really what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's very, very
what's
safe.
What's the fascination with the karaoke?
Filipinos love to sing. Filipinos are like the black people of Asia. They sing like us. Sometimes better than us. They dance like us. Sometimes better. They DJ. The Jabberwockies, exactly.
Yeah.
They DJ. So it's like they're like, to me, the black people of Asia. You know what I mean?
They love karaoke.
Yeah, they sing. They get down. Karaoke's are real.
So what can we expect from you in the future?
You know, I'm trying to do a movie of have y'all seen the movie The Hangover?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to do like the black version of The Hangover.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's what I'm
saying.
Let's go. It's just got to raise the money. I don't know how to raise. That's why YouTube cracks off for me, because I ain't got to wait on nobody.
Yeah.
I can do everything, because I do everything, the editing, the shooting, the story, everything. I ain't got to wait. But to do a feature film, you know, I ain't got $2 million sitting in the bank. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I got to figure that part out. But it's movies. But until then, I'm just going to keep grinding with YouTube. Definitely. I just hit 100,000 subscribers, which is a big deal.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So I'm just trying to just keep on grinding, put my head down, keep working. Since I've been here, you know, I just got me a hotel here in Jackson. Shout out to the Hilton Garden Inn in
King
Jackson.
Ed,
King Ed, yep.
Yeah.
And I just been in the house editing. I just put up a new episode a couple hours ago.
Okay.
But it takes me a while to really do it
To
right.
really edit it and get it the right way. So what would you tell an up and coming, person that wants to direct films, like, and what would you tell them, the ones that want to do it right here in the state of Mississippi?
You guys got a lot of opportunity here, man, because the beautiful thing now, man, like when we was doing Hollywood Shuffle, we had to do film and all of this and get it telecented and transfer it over and Polaroid and all this. Y'all can you can film a movie like Josh got that camera in his hand. You can film a whole movie with an iPhone.
Yeah.
And the key to do it, you got all this land, so you could do all type of stuff because you could do period pieces.
Yeah.
But you still got the old buildings. You got
for sure.
You could do a Western. You could do whatever you want to do. So all you got to do is have a camera and an idea and some willing people. And when you're doing your first movie or whatever it is, just keep it real simple and interesting.
Yeah.
You ain't got to have car explosions, car chases. It's just gonna be about real life.
Yeah.
You know, keep your sets to a minimum. You ain't got to have 20 sets. You know, like if you look at the movie Friday, which is about me and Dave's neighborhood, basically, it took place in the house. Like most of it was in that one house.
Yeah, a little bit outside.
You know, it came outside, the ice cream man, Debo and all that. It all happened in the same place.
Yeah.
That's how you keep your budgets down and keep it interesting. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, man. So we appreciate you definitely coming to the Urban City Podcasting Network.
Yeah, Zoom to Mississippi.
Yes.
Zoom to Mississippi.
Yes, we
sir.
are doing it in Mississippi. Listen, give out all that social, man. Let people know how they can get in contact with you and reach you and find you.
All right, man. Everything is pretty much Zoom to Thailand, IG, Zoom to Thailand, email, Zoom to Thailand. YouTube is what it is, so keep it real simple and easy. So remember, you got the little, what's the name, the little barcode on there.
QRC code,
You got the Zoom to Thailand back here. Even though I done got fat. See, because I came back home. When I come home, I done got straight to the Waffle House.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all take Waffle House for granted, man.
No, we don't. No, the hell we don't. We don't take it for granted
Don't
at
forget
all.
to tell them about the Patreon, too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the Patreon. Oh yeah, you know what the Patreon. So the Patreon, because YouTube be kind of like corralling me in. I thought I could do what I want. I know what brothers want to see.
Yeah.
We visual. We like to see beautiful women. You know what I mean? So I was just a little over the top with it. So they kind of spanked me.
Yeah,
they spanked me a lot. So I was like,
gotta be careful on the YouTube.
Yeah, you got YouTube is like it's the Brady Bunch on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I flipped it over to Good Times over on my Patreon. So you know what I mean? So we let it fly a little bit. You know, you know the reins is off a little bit. You still can't go crazy on Patreon either. You know, it's like YouTube, Patreon, OnlyFans. You know what I mean? It's like,
for sure.
You know, there's levels to
sure.
it. So I can't get into the OnlyFans world, but I definitely get the Patreon going. Y'all should subscribe.
We will. Yeah, definitely.
You know, the smallest tier is like $5. That's just a support thing. But the $25 holler is the one where you get the Zoom After Dark clip, so you get to see the stuff that I can't show you.
Kind of cut off on YouTube.
Yeah.
You be like, getting kind of ratchet. Let's get back to the PG-13.
Let's get it back.
Before we get out here, who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with?
You guys.
Okay.
You know what I
Well, you
mean?
working with us now. This is the start.
It's a dream come true.
This is the start. 748 podcast. Yeah, it is. On the Urban City Podcast.
The Urban City Podcast, y'all. I'm gonna pump that up on Zoom.
We appreciate
as well,
it, man. That's
we gotta
love.
support each other. But to answer your question, you mean in terms of like actors and stuff like that?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. Because I know some of them, but the ones I don't know I want to work with. Because I'm doing, you know, I got a comedy, like I said, was the Black Hangover, and then I got a serious, like, you know, movie about divorce and how shit really, really cracks off, and you know how real it gets. You know what I mean? So that's a serious movie there. So it's that's a good question. I never even thought about it.
You want to do a Tyler Perry movie?
No. No offense to Tyler Perry, but the movies I've seen, he always put brothers in a bad light. From what I've seen, I could be wrong. Shout out to Tyler Perry. And
a bad weed.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Tyler. I don't know smoke. I don't want no smoke.
Right.
I might want to film something at his studio. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
But I
we
can't
love
do
Tyler
it.
Perry movies.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
There you go. We're licking your boots, Tyler. We're licking your boots. It's official now.
But yeah, man, we definitely appreciate you coming through, man, and rapping with us. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Y'all make some noise for Richie Mac. He's in the building. Yeah, man. Gerold Girbeau, Bottlepopper, DJ Murph 2 Co, Urban City Podcast Network with the 748 podcast, man. Y'all click like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hey, man, we want you to see everything that we got going on. Y'all keep it locked. Stay tuned.
Keep it live.
Yeah.
Urban City Podcast. You hear me? Hey.
My brother.
Hey.
Urban City Podcast.